So in summary, and trying to keep it short because it's end of day and I think we're all tired. Tony talked a little bit about this. It's extending it beyond a campaign. We need to start thinking about more than just, okay, here's a banner assignment that we want to get this many click-throughs, whatever it happens to be. Every engagement and every opportunity is a chance for us to further your brand and understand your users. And we say users, not customers, because they aren't always your customers. There are many different types of people here. Evolve your success metrics. Don't just look at what's very typical if you've already been doing something in the past. Start looking for things like sentiment, chatter, trying to raise the awareness of what's going on with your brand. Incorporate these into your overall conversion goals. And the last thing, going back to the original quote or clip, is we all need to be our own maniacs. We need to be the guy who's holding you up against the wall and putting the expectation in play. And what I mean by that is, as clients, you need to hold us accountable. And I know that sounds, I'm like, geez, why am I saying that? But the reality is you need to demand more from us. We just can't come back with, yep, oh, look, we got a 3% click-through rate. Geez, isn't that really great? Or you have 15 minutes on site, or a 50% bounce rate. Well, what does that really mean for you? They sound like really great things, especially when you start comparing them to other of the same things. But we're not talking about that anymore. We need to start thinking a little bit more deeply than that. And then one thing Tony had mentioned as well is we need to start challenging our own organizational culture. And specifically, if there's a reason why you can't do it internally, then you need to really think about, okay, well, how do you push that forward? How do you make that culture shift internally so that you can start delivering on this? And it's a pretty simple thing. If you can't go back out into a social media channel when somebody says something bad about your brand, if it has to go through legal and then through a press person and everything like that, you've missed the opportunity. You've missed that engagement with that consumer. And that conversation is just going to keep going. So kind of just the last slide to close it out.
Feel pretty good. I'm not scared at all. I just feel kind of invincible.
Me too. I got a very positive attitude about this.
Good, me too.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here. It's just me.
So last thing, any questions? I don't know if we have time to take any. We can take some questions. Otherwise, if you also just want to submit them, I'll be more than happy to respond back to them and include them in the final presentation. Also, any sources that I've used in terms of background are located within a Delicious account in terms of bookmarks, so all the research for some of these things are all right there. Thanks. Thank you.